But that isn't such a good description of that gentle Jeffrey after all, because when they were making turpentine out of the sap of the Ponderosa pine and the Jeffrey pine, there were explosions that occurred because there's a chemical in the sap of the Jeffrey pine that's called heptane, which is very explosive. So, did anyone smell the trees? Yeah, quite a few people nodding your head. What did it smell like? Butterscotch? Okay, good. And the sugar pine, this is the one that produces the longest cone of any of the cone-bearing trees. And one of the rangers in Yosemite found one of these cones that looked longer than any that had seen and got it into the Guinness Book of Records as the longest pine cone ever found. I heard a ranger the other day say that that cone that he found was 29 inches long and weighed 10 pounds. So, pretty incredible. And the sugar pine gets its name because if you chew on the sap of the sugar pine, it has a sugary taste to it. I'm not recommending that you do that though, because it's a laxative. Maybe not a good idea. And when we go to the grove in a few minutes, then you'll see a lot of these laying on the ground. But you'll also see those huge trees. But you would kind of get the connection that these cones must come out of the giant sequoia trees, but they don't. They come from the sugar pine. But if you look on the ground, you'll see some of the cones of the giant sequoia. They're that big. So they're just about the size of a chicken egg. And in each of these seeds, each of the cones is about 200 seeds. The seed's about the size of an oat flake. And so when you consider the proportion of a seed of a giant sequoia to a mature tree, it's the same proportion as a mature tree would be to the planet Earth, which is pretty incredible. That those are the cones of the giant sequoia. So then you won't be confused by the big cones and the big trees.